It's me. It's Chan. It's Gravy Time Wednesday pop-up show, I guess. We got some friends with us tonight. Let's do that real quick. JD's running a little behind. He'll be here in a couple minutes. Just wait. But we do have our buddy Paul. Hey, Paul.
Hi.
You have a very nice lumberjack shirt on.
Yeah.
I'm feeling mighty Paul B-ish.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. and we have the lovely and talented Mr. Brian Brink.
Hi.
Hello, Brian. What's going on?
Just talented.
You don't cut yourself short. You're pretty lovely, Brian.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with being lovely. As a man, it's a compliment. It's a good thing. Don't take it a funny way.
Paul, you haven't spent enough time with me yet.
Maybe you haven't spent enough with me.
Ooh, aw, you guys are cute. And in our lovely chat this evening, so far we have Gort and Toy Mafia. Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? Dorkimus, what's going on, dude? Happy to have you on this lovely rainy, I guess, Wednesday evening.
Extra Wednesday?
Extra Wednesday. Extra.
It's going to be rainy for a while.
I'm just shooting from the hip here, guys. I got nothing. A little tired this evening.
Me too. I think these Wednesdays have been hitting hard for some reason.
I think it's August, This month I'm ready for the summer stuff to be over. I'm ready for cooler evenings and
I was thinking
lumberjack
about that
shirts.
earlier today. I was like, what do we got? Another month and a half until we get back to the cooler temperatures?
I don't know. I hope it's sooner than that because I just really would like this. I'm tired of mosquitoes and heat.
And then,
you need to get some citronella plants for your backyard.
Yeah, I do. I need to snatch those up next spring and get them right by the back door there.
And then when the mosquitoes are gone, then you get the angry bees.
Mm-hmm.
The
Do
bees,
you get angry? I don't think I have angry bees.
No, bees get angry at the end of the summer.
Oh, because they're done. They have to.
They have nothing else to do with their lives. So there's no more flowers to pollinate and all that stuff.
So now it's just blatant rage.
Yeah, especially the yellow jackets. They get extremely.
Yellow jackets are an asshole.
I'm serious. Look it up.
They are. I'm not a fan of those things.
Yeah, they suck.
Dorkimus says he's in Buffalo, not looking forward to colder weather. I am sure, buddy, but come down
that's
here
real
for
cold
a week.
weather.
Come down here for a week. You'll be like, maybe.
I kind of like. You know what? Not even kind of. I enjoy this time of year.
Yeah, but you're far enough north that you don't get this crappy humidity that we seem to be getting worse and worse every fucking year.
No, we still get it.
Yeah?
It's swamp ass on the daily.
Interesting.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, our weather is exact.
Really?
Between the two. Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
It's just when the storms are coming up the coast, it's just you guys get hit with it first, and then we get it.
That's fair. It's absolutely fair, and I'm still playing with this bumblebee. It just vroom vrooms really nicely, Got the good vroom vrooms.
It's a good quality.
Yeah. I mean, we can start talking about what we're doing tonight. Do you want to tell everybody what you're doing there, Paul? What's going on?
I'm doing this.
You're doing this.
I'm working on the walls, the paint for the interior walls. I'm going with more of a tan. It's going to be light because I gotta keep the brightness with the grays right now, and then I'll end up knocking them all down with a wash at the end. But I don't know how much of it is picking up on camera right now.
I can see definitely some lighter colors.
I'm 3 tones right now. I had the black, then the pewter, and then I went with a burnt umber, and now I'm kind of stippling in some chestnut, and then I'll go over it with like a mocha,
Nice.
and then the light granite to tie it all together.
Okay, so I'm picking up a picture of the black that you sent me this past weekend. And okay, it was like a pewter then. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So now you've got
Now,
the umber,
so Paul, is
and
this a natural progression of layering the color, or are you changing your mind on what the color is?
No, it's progression. It's putting in the different tones and shades into the stone itself.
Okay.
And each time, you work darker to lighter, and each time you kind of do like a little less and less. So by the time I get to the granite, I'm just going to be hitting any like of the least amount of like high spots, and that's just to tie it in with like the gray stone surround of like all the surround.
So
Uh,
black, pewter, umber, and then granite.
Chestnut, mocha, then granite.
Chestnut, mocha,
The
then
walls are
granite.
going to have what, 6 layers.
Wow.
Tyler
Now,
says mocha is his favorite flavor paint.
hmm,
Ooh, it's quite tasty.
now
A couple drops in the coffee.
Yeah.
granite is not necessarily a color, is it? Or
Apple Barrel has a dark granite and then just a regular granite.
okay.
So regular granite gray is kind of like one of their lightest grays. And then I
Granite
might,
gray, that's what Crashbox uses for like everything, I think.
yes. So there's granite, but then there's also dark granite, which is it's a little bit, it's a little darker, and it doesn't have the almost like a bluish pewter. Almost has
Right.
almost like a bluish tint
Yes,
to the dark gray,
I
Okay.
agree.
Okay,
where
because
granite is.
I'm thinking like granite, like the rock is like speckled with different colors and stuff.
And
That's not
that's
what
why
you're
we,
going.
yes, that's why we stipple it in.
Oh,
When
I
you
see.
stipple it, you just like you're tapping it with like a shitty brush,
Yeah.
and
Gotcha.
you're getting the paint in there, and then you smooth it out, and then each one you try to not to cover too much of the last color.
Got it. So I was pretty impressed with this before, but I'm about to be really, really impressed now.
I'm
You just want to ever so lightly glaze over those high points and then spread
yes.
it. Just, I mean, like feathers, man. But like Tyler said, apple barrel paint with the fur. The show's looking at her.
Um,
He doesn't get it.
I'm gonna have some. Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, must be an inside joke for Walmart.
I got you, Tyler.
Um, yeah, just trying to tie it all in, and then I have some
Oh.
Aztec gold that I'm going to be putting in certain spots as well.
Mm.
And then once all the paint's done, then I can start planning out where all the LEDs are going, hiding wires, switches, plugs.
So the fact that you mentioned Aztec gold,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and the fact that you're big into skeletons, I'm seeing the
Mm-hmm.
connection here with the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So is that a thing? Is that on purpose?
It kind of just hit me last night because there was
Oh,
certain things that when I was making. Okay, so as I was making parts of the walls, I was having ideas about kind of like inlaying a little gold in there just to break it up because the surface areas are so big on this. There's only so
Right.
much you can do and break up with like color choice. So I wanted to run a little gold in there, and then with that, and I'm kind of learning as I go because really, like I've done a couple small things, but this is really only like my second real die
Hey,
out.
Derek.
So I remember a long time ago, my first one, because I like to take about 3 or 4 years in between building shit.
So do we. It's okay.
So this one. This has gotten some changes to it, but it's still structurally together. So this being added into the dio where the pillars were, like the 6 pillars from before, I changed my mind, and now this is going to go in, and which makes me want to do more gold, and we'll see what happens. Where I'm thinking about rib cages and kind of bringing more skeletal ideas or accents to this.
Nice.
So it just keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper. And
like
I probably will never get it done.
Well, you're on here with us on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what'll happen.
It'll be good conversation. That's one thing we can always look forward to.
And look who's just joined us.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Bubba.
Hi. I made it.
You made it.
I made it. I had to vacate quick.
We have some lovely friends in the chat tonight with us. Fort's in here, Toy Mafia, Dorkimus Prime, Tyler, and Derek are chatting with us. So make sure you say hi to those guys.
Hi, buddies.
I gotta set up an iPad or something so I can see the chat.
Why? You can't see the chat?
No, I have my phone in like an armature hanging off the wall. Oh, I'm all jerry rigged over here. I'm not what you call technical.
That's okay.
I'm good with a paintbrush and making sawdust and building shit.
You're in frame really well, so you're okay.
How are my eyebrows?
Great. Actually, we can't really see them from this distance. So,
can you see my manly scar?
No. Actually,
Sweet.
No, not from this distance. Yeah. Well, Paul's just gonna keep layering paint. Let's see what Mr. Brian Brink's doing this evening. Brian, what's up? What are you doing? What's going on?
So, last time I was on the show, we talked about a trailer that I got for this guy, the Hot Wheels.
Yes.
G1
Hot Wheels.
Prime. And so I have this HO scale tractor trailer, which is pretty much the same size. It's a
Optimus from the
little bit
streets.
small, but you had told. So the thing is this paint on here is, I feel like I can't just paint over it because then you'd still see
because there's a layer of paint. Yep.
Right. And so you had told me to get acetone.
Correct.
Yes.
And
nice and easy,
That
Brian.
is correct.
Q-tips.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you have a bunch.
I do. And I can get more. I have some here. And I was like, I guess I gotta pour this out a little bit into something, and based on what I hear, it'll eat everything.
Yeah.
So
It'll
I
eat
cut
a
off
lot
the
of
bottom of a beer can. I figured it wouldn't eat through the
Whoa.
aluminum.
There you go.
Right? Okay. So
As long as there wasn't any beer left in it.
no, I washed it
The
out.
big
Okay.
brains on Brink. Get it.
The big
So
brains on
So smart.
Wicked smart.
Wicked.
Wicked.
yeah, so I guess we'll experiment with that tonight.
That sounds
Now,
great.
should I get a face mask? Is this gonna get
No,
all
you'll
fumy?
be all right.
I think you'll be okay.
Got an emergency contact number in case we see you drop.
Yeah, you can find me Brinkalizer on Instagram.
It's emergency contact. This is on Instagram.
Oh
Just
no.
like tag me on the local emergency room Facebook group or something like that. But yeah.
All
And
right.
Tyler, I did see the Bumblebee, but yeah, I'm not interested because it's just Prime, man. Prime.
Yeah.
And also that Bumblebee is like gonna be like really hard to get. I remember watching a video on Hot Wheels distribution, and it's basically going to be like one in every other case that gets delivered to a store or some crap like that.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Wow. Special.
But they're not gonna do the rest of them, so yeah, I just need the Prime. Just the Prime. And
Just Prime!
if time
Sorry.
permits, I don't know what I did with the rest of my haul. Oh, it's all over there from Monday, but I might open a new Cosmic Legion figure that was available at IshCon. And yeah.
Sweet.
Paul, I thought my skeletons arrived today, but they didn't. It was a shipment from somewhere else. So I was thinking about opening a skeleton, but no spoilers. You'll just have to open them yourself. But I'm seeing pics online, and people are having a lot of fun with it. So
Yeah, super articulated. They're the way they're made, the way that ball joint, oh, that not ball joint, yeah, ball joint. That's up like inside the ribs. You're getting some pretty dynamic posing, which we're not always used to.
Not with mythics.
No. And it kind of, you know, that skeleton was real. I don't want to bitch, okay? But it's a soft spot when they call it a builder and they say you can only buy 4.
Oh man.
Like, some of us like to buy 20 because we appreciate the word builder.
Right.
And we like our armies.
Right. You gotta have your troops, right?
We need troops.
So did you order 4?
I did.
Well, I got another 8 for you.
Look at this.
I know.
Look at this.
Brink,
I am really...
I'm gonna say you made, I'm sorry, Chan, but Brink made my day when I got that random message. Hey,
guess who he messaged to tell? JD and I. Right away.
You guys.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I'll tell the story. I mean, first off, Paul. So let's go through this chat because I'm at the show. I'm busy, right? I'm doing Crashbox things. I'm looking at things.
He's a busy guy, Mr. Brink.
I just happened to go up to the table. And of course, Paul has no idea what I'm doing, right? But I sent him a picture of the table, right? Like,
oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's a whole shit ton of them there.
And it was like, you sent me a picture and it need any of these, I believe.
Yeah. It's like, you need these? And he's like, I got the O faces. I got 3 of them. And he's like, how many available? And I was like, I'll ask. So here's the deal, right? They were, this was VIP night, and they handed you 2 tickets at the door. They didn't say what the tickets were for. I just put them in my pocket. And, you know, I'm in no rush to go to that table. Chris and I are late getting there. We got there at like 5:30, and we had to be set up by 7, and because traffic was a bitch and everything like that. So, the people come in for VIP night, and you know, and then they all head to the table first, right? And then everybody spreads around, starts looking around at the rest of the vendors, and then I finally, well, let me go up to this table and see what's what, and I see the pile of skeletons there, and I see the Cosmic exclusive. So I go ahead and buy a couple of those exclusives, and they never said anything about tickets. So then, and then I go back around, and then I see the crowd is kind of dispersed a little bit, and I see the skeletons. I say, oh yeah, let me hit up Paul. Maybe he missed that pre-order or that in stock sale, right? Because I know that you like him. And then he does that. So then I go to the guys. I'm like, so how many of these can I buy? They're like, well, how many tickets do you have? I was like, well, I have 2. What do you mean tickets? He's like, the tickets I gave you at the door. And I was like, because I didn't hand them in when I bought the cosmic thing. And I was like, oh, well, I got these. He's like, oh, okay. Well, you can buy 2. And I was like, okay. So then I tell Paul 2, and he's like, yeah, but tell him they're for a friend who just kicked cancer.
Oh, Brian.
And I was like,
Still,
okay. All right.
still pulling on
You know
that
what?
leg.
Because,
I never get a break.
yeah.
Of all
and I
of my
was-
years of collecting, I never
Well,
have gotten like.
So I'm standing there at the table, and that's the first message I get from him, and I'm immediately typing. And I'm like, well, I don't think they're going to give you a discount. And then your next message comes in. He's like, no, see if they'll let you buy more. and
I'm a horrible person.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Now that
And
it's out in the open.
yeah, because you're like, where are you? I'm like, at a con in North Carolina. So then we're having this conversation. We have to iron out how many skeletons can be gotten. And then he just chimes in with a picture of his dio. And he's like, look, I started putting gray paint on it. And I'm like, I'm hey. And then because at the same time that he's sending these pictures, I talked to the guy and I already told him the cancer story. And he's like, okay, well, how many does he want? So I immediately go to
He
Paul.
wants them
Paul has no
all.
idea that I talked to this guy. And I go to Paul. I say, how many? They're $30 a piece. And he goes, and Paul just goes, well, 2, if that's what they want. And I said, no, more than 2. I told them your story. Now, I wish it would show a gap of how long it takes between the messages, because I'm sitting here looking at the 3 dots, and the guy's at the table, and I'm looking at the 3 dots, and then the 3 dots disappear, and then they come back, and then they disappear, and then I text Paul back, and I'm like, how many? Type a number. So then Paul comes back with 8. And I was like, okay. Then I go to the guy, it's like, I need 8 of them. He's like, I can't give you 8. I'm like, why you ask me how many? He's like, look, I'll let you get 4. I was like, all right. So, but he's like, why don't you come back around tomorrow after the crowd disperses and we'll see what's what. So basically, I went back the next day. I was like, hey, remember me? The friend with cancer? I'm here for another 4. And he's like, well, calm down. He's like, shh. All right, I'll get you the 4. Just calm down. So anyway, yeah. But I think showing them the picture of your dio actually was like, oh, all right, I see what he's doing here. So yeah.
Well, it was funny because this weekend, or that weekend, I also found out that I'm neighbors with Mr. Jeremy Gerard.
Oh, wow.
Well, not neighbors,
Oh.
but he lives in Rhode Island,
Yes.
which I was not aware of.
I mean, that's
And,
practically neighbors, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you're what
Shit,
at most 20 minutes apart.
probably. I was
Your
gonna say, if you hit
neighbors,
one
yeah.
Rhode Island border, you spit out the window. You're already crossing the other window before it hits the ground.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I felt awful after that, and I was like, oh man, I just used sickness. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I wasn't even supposed to be here.
Live a little bit.
That's right.
I felt like Dante in friggin' Clerks. I wasn't even supposed to be here.
And he
Well-
wanted me to personally tell you that he sends his congratulations on beating cancer.
Well,
And
thank
his
you
name
very
is
much.
George.
George?
George.
George.
George who hates
Someday,
fun.
if I ever
If you know what I'm talking
George who hates fun.
about. That's right. That's the
Hmm.
inside joke in the mythic world.
Oh, hey, is he the guy that's on the show with the other one that's always laughing
That's
at his own
correct.
stuff?
That's right.
Tyler said Paul is Brian's Make-A-Wish kid.
Am I gonna have to shave my head for the next con?
Oh no. Derek says, "Oh my god, I just noticed Paul has an accent. I've never noticed it." Come on.
The Rhode
Really?
Islander.
Never noticed it, huh?
Gort said Rhode Island is tiny. You can walk end to end faster than in most indoor malls.
He's not wrong.
Speaking of malls, did you see they're making a perfume that smells like the Annie Ann's pretzels?
No.
Yeah, they are.
Jesus.
I'm good. I don't want to smell like a pretzel.
All right, JD, what are you working on? Because then I need your advice on how to take the paint off this thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
What do you got going
I'm
on?
just gonna switch my cameras here. Oh, this thing.
Oh,
Oh,
that thing.
this thing still. It's getting very close, people. I just got to fill these sides out.
I'm having to tip
And
the
then I
camera a
can-
little more.
Oh, it is kind of.
On your lap. Yeah, there you go.
Peekaboo.
There we go. Yeah, hopefully not. No one got a ball shot there.
Oh, there's a
Okay.
lid.
Get your package out of the way.
Yeah. Huh?
There's a lid on the turret thingy.
Yeah.
That's always been there.
Oh.
You know what? I didn't notice that myself. No shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
You so crazy.
You crazy. Yeah, so I just gotta fill these out a little bit so it's not so steppy. And yeah. Oh yeah, and I gotta fill that. But it'll be pretty much ready. I will build a windshield for it too, but so right now I'm just like seeing where I'm at here to build this piece to see how high up here I can get it and if it needs to bend or anything like that. So anyway, back to it. Story time.
I can probably send you some. I got acrylic that's like probably a 16th thick, just clear. Heat it up with a heat gun. You can mold it.
Oh, dude, I have pieces of plexiglass, acrylic.
Okay.
I have
Just wanted to make sure.
a ton of like packaging, like the blister packs, and yeah, we got a nice big pile of that kind of shit.
JD, Tyler wants to know where your fan assembly is.
That will be another thing that I got to figure out. I have parts for it. I just need to make like the outer ring and how it connects.
Okay,
So
I've
if anything, it might heat some of this stuff up and make
gotcha.
it.
All right, so
Mhm,
this acetone stuff.
Yes, sir.
So from what I remember you saying before is, oh, it's got a suction cup on the end. Why?
What?
Look. Or how's this device work? It's got a spring-loaded thingy bob thingy.
Yeah, it's like a pump.
So you pump it?
You can, yeah. To get it on a Q-tip is what that's for. Or not I'm sorry, a cotton ball.
Oh. All right.
So you just squeeze it.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna squeeze it.
Yeah.
But anyways, put some on the Q-tip, and then you said lightly brush, and then quick wipe away with a paper towel. Is that what you said?
So once you get it on your Q-tip, just give it one quick little swipe.
Uh-huh.
And it's either going to take it right off or it's going to smear it.
Okay.
Then you want to wipe it with a clean towel.
Okay. Does the towel need to be wet?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, well here we go.
Okay. You got to be quick. Like, as far as the swiping goes, it's going to take that shit right off.
All right.
And you don't want to don't rub it back and forth.
Right.
Or don't multiple swipe with the same side of the Q-tip.
Right.
Like if you're gonna swipe it multiple times, you want to twist it.
Multiple Q-tips. All right.
Or that.
I'm getting anxious.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the stuff's not coming out of the bottle, so that's
Affecting my paint.
Oh, there we go. This is like a pump. Now, if I get this on my hands, it's going to eat my skin off. Is that right?
Yep. It's totally gonna eat your skin off.
No, it shouldn't eat your skin off. It'll just make it dry.
But it'll definitely take the paint off my fingernails.
Yes, it most definitely will. So if you need to change your toenail polish, this will be a good time.
Oh.
Or if you don't want to ruin your current nails, wear some gloves.
Oh, I could have done that.
It just gives you another reason to paint them again.
Dude,
More fun.
nothing.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's true.
Stuff is barely happening.
Really?
So increase the amount and use a little more.
Yeah, I'll push harder.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, here it comes. This is gonna take forever.
You might have to take some layer of clear off before you actually get to the paint part.
Depending on how they did it,
Yeah,
Man, I don't know if I should be this happy with myself.
Why? What's the matter with being happy?
Shit looks good.
Oh, good. You like it, you win.
My idea worked.
Oh. Oh, well,
Don't you love it when a plan comes together?
Chan, what are you working
You know,
on?
it's
I have some pants I'm trying to fix for a friend, so I'm trying to mess with those. I'm just trying to get some.
What's the story there?
They need to be longer. They're not long enough in the legs, so I have to add some pieces to the bottom.
Okay. But there's this another part of the story where, hey, I'll fix your pants for you. How'd you get to that part?
Because I know how to use a sewing machine, and most people don't.
I don't.
No, but seriously, casual conversation, just having coffee with somebody.
Yep.
And someone's like, man, I wish my pants were longer.
It was
Oh,
more
hey, I
like,
can help you out with that.
yeah, it was kind of
Say
something kind
less.
of like that. Yeah, it was a little bit like that. That's about right. Yeah. So, I'm fixing some pant legs and making them longer.
I wish my legs were longer. I needed longer pants.
Why would you want that?
Sorry.
These people have a hard time, you know. They can't find pants that fit them.
Like they have
Forever wearing high waters. And when they go to sit down, the bottoms of their pants go up their calf.
I think that generally happens though when you have when you have the correct inseam.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's always you always, especially with suits, you're always going to get that little bit of
Dude, suit
little
pants
bit of-
suck. Fuck
Yeah, they
suit
do.
Suit pants are
pants.
dumb.
So don't suit jackets. Why the fuck
Suit-
don't they give you a full sleeve?
Yeah, I know,
I don't
right?
know. I don't know that answer.
hate that
I wish
shit.
I had that answer. But see, this is why I sew. This is why because I can fix that stuff for people.
I'll fix it. Call the fucking blowtorch. Burn that
Wow.
Wow. Are we
Trying to think
feeling
about
hostile
suits.
tonight?
shit. Yeah, I'm due.
You need to have a good blowout.
Well,
Get some things
like
off
when
your
you-
chest. Got a little road rage.
I get a little surgeon rage.
Uh-huh.
Like when I call and it takes, well, the last time I had issues, it took me actually going there a week later to be like, what the fuck? Oh, we're sorry, this, that, and the other thing. Okay, well, this isn't like McDonald's and you gave me nuggets instead of fries. Like, it's kind of important shit. And I'm running out of drugs. So if you want me to self-medicate, I will. But
Well,
I don't think that's the route they want me to go.
the funny thing is, they're going to want you to start weaning yourself off that kind of crap, so.
No, I know. And I've been kind of like, I'll go, I don't know, usually like a week and a half, and then I'll skip some doses just to see where I'm at.
Yeah. Yep.
I usually pay for it. I've been paying for it pretty good
Yeah.
lately.
It's a fun time.
It's that nerve burn.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff
Do they have
had
you
me
on nerve medication?
Yeah, they had me on gabapentin.
Oh, that's the fun stuff.
Mm.
Well, I'm on 600.
Yeah.
And taking that, I found out that makes you gain a bunch of weight.
It
Oh,
can.
It does a whole lot more than that, my friend.
It does, but that's not even. I mean, if you have that symptom, you're bound to get the others. So just be careful.
Well, I get that and like wicked swelling in my legs, my ankles, my
Yeah.
feet. So like I keep getting put on those other, I forget what it's called, Lasix or something. And like I'll do 5 days of that. And then I'll get back down to like, oh shit, I have ankles again. And then I'm done. And 2 days later, I'm back to swelled up. And it's like I'm calling and they're like, well, you're going to have to talk to your primary. No, you did this.
Fix it.
Fix
Right.
it.
I know.
My primary is a fucking moron. So I'm in the process of finding a new one.
Yeah.
Sounds all
So-
too familiar.
I'm
Doesn't
just very frustrated.
Yeah. Medications and doctors can be one of the most frustrating things ever. I think the worst part about the gabapentin is when you start losing your short-term memory. That's the
And
bad
your
part.
eyesight and
And your
Yes.
eyesight, yeah. You start getting
Mhm.
blurry. When you weren't, you're like, I wasn't. And now I am. And they're like, well, you're getting old. And I'm like, no, this happened really fast.
Yes. Like all of a sudden I had to wear my glasses.
Yes. Yep. Like really bad.
So well, they cut my dosage in half on that.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna see." And like, if the pain's persistent, then we'll get you back on like the oxycodone and blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, because that I'm fine with. Like, I'll operate machinery and shit, no problem. That's just the kind of like the old days,
even though it says do not operate machinery.
Only
on
if
this
it's heavy, though.
You just got to be careful with that stuff because it can make you aggressive after time.
Well, that's what Tanya said. I get nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that's not a good one for you to take either. It's tough. This is the
I'm
hard
like,
part.
how about heroin? I haven't tried that one yet.
Well, I will tell you that when I got my medical card, it solved a lot of those kind of problems because I could figure out what my body needed and what I could take that would get rid of certain problems. Instead of something that's just going to mask an issue, I could actually deal with the issue, Because the thing about the gabapentin, I could only take it before I went to bed. because during the day it had me fucked up like a football bat. I couldn't think straight.
Wait,
My
a
brain,
what?
a football bat.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I take it 3 times a day. 600.
Yeah, I couldn't. I had to back it down to just right before bedtime because it was
And she would just take half.
yeah.
So what? 150 milligram.
Yep.
Oh shit! I'm doing 600 3 times a day.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
to the point, Paul. They had me on so much. My dosage was I was like 900, I think,
900.
and I was practically drooling on myself all day long, just like completely gone.
So and I hear like it's like all right, I get it. I don't, as far as the side effects, it's the like the eyesight, it's the swelling, the weight gain. As far as getting like fucked up on it or feeling like loopy I don't get any of that.
Wow.
Like even on the oxycodone, the most I'll get is like when I take that about an hour in, all of a sudden I'll just like I can always tell what it like. I mean, it's instant. Like I feel it, and it's like, oh, there it is, and then I'm back to doing what I'm doing. Like I don't get fucked up like that. I don't know if it's because it's my past.
I mean, there could be a tolerance thing there. It also could be your metabolism. You know, when people have a high metabolism, medications affect them differently. You know, but I do agree with Tyler. Get off the opioids and onto some cannabis because you're more in control that way. I found out that I can actually pick and choose strains that help me. Stuff that doesn't have like a really stuff that has more of a I don't know, like a body buzz than a head buzz kind of a situation, and it's not even the buzz part, it's just the pain relief that's helpful. It's a much better scenario, and I found stuff that actually cut my nerve pain better than the gabapentin.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah. Like I mean, full on relief. Like a sigh of relief came out of me that I have not had in over 8 years. Like it's ridiculous, and it's nice to be in that kind of control over your pain too.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's the
I
thing.
highly
Like,
recommend that.
I had gotten to the point when they had me on 600 3 times a day.
Yeah.
It was like, all right. Well, actually, I the last week I was on that. It was like I could wear a shirt
Right.
without being in pain, like that like
Yeah.
you just want to scream.
The irritation.
Like
Yeah.
irritated,
Yep.
like yeah.
Trust
like
me,
I don't even know how to describe it. Like you know what I'm talking about.
The minute any type of material would touch my legs, I wanted to punch a hole in the wall. So I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's this nerve pain that's very hard to explain. They call it pins and needles. I don't agree with that. It's something else. Like
yeah, it's not pins and needles.
No, I've had
Pins and
needles
is sitting on your foot for an hour.
Right, and this does not feel like that.
This was part of our conversation the other night.
Yeah.
The other day.
Because I still have that extreme of a problem. It's just I can't handle the nerve medication anymore, and I don't like the way that opioids make me feel. I don't want them in my life. I'm fine with the cannabis, man. Like that, I like being in that kind of control over how I'm feeling.
See, and that's the thing. Like on all of that shit, like it all kind of hits me the same, and even with like the cannabis and all that, like I mean I've smoked my entire life. Well, not entire, but probably friggin' 35 years.
Right.
Like, I don't even want to get fucked up. I don't smoke it to get fucked up. I smoke it to calm my nerves, to calm my stomach. Like, it's completely medicinal, and it's like I've been getting it from the same guy for 25 years. He gets me the same strain every time, so I know exactly what, like, and that's it.
Well,
but now I haven't touched anything in 4 months now.
Well, the nice
At
thing is
least three.
going to a dispensary is a whole nother. I walked in there, I was like, "What the fuck?" It was weird. It was cool. It's a cool situation because it's like going to a store for this kind of stuff. You can actually talk to a pharmacist about what's
I gotta
bothering
go to
you,
the weed store.
and
Well-
they'll give you recommendations on things that will actually help you. You know, if you talk to them about what's going on and what you need, what you don't need, stuff like that. Stuff to help you sleep, stuff that just helps your pain and doesn't put you to sleep, you know, all kinds of shit. And they can help you figure that out. And I've learned so much about that shit because I didn't know. I used to, you just bought the shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I had friends that sold me medical grade stuff way back, like in the beginning of all this mess. You know, like when I got home from the hospital, that was one of the first things that happened. You know, and it's not the
Mom
same.
needs a glaucoma medicine.
It's not the same thing. It's on a whole nother level of stuff and a whole nother level of help, which is
Oh, like
my
the
God.
grade of the cannabis.
Kinda, yeah, the different
Well, I was
strains.
gonna say because that's I've been on that for that's what I've been on. Like as far as what my buddy was, well, where I was getting it from, it wasn't from a dispensary, but like that was the level. Because that's all I ever heard was like, "Holy crap, you have it!" You know, I don't know. Again, maybe it comes down to like the tolerance and whether it's from my metabolism or what.
It could. I don't know. I don't
Like-
think it would hurt you to try to get a hold of a card and get into a dispensary and at least talk to somebody, you know?
Well, I don't even have to get a card. It's legal in Rhode Island.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, there's a place on the way to work.
You maybe stop and talk to them.
But I think the
Because-
card gets you like, you get to stand in a different line or some shit like that.
In PA, you have to have a card. Not every state you have to have a card. At this point, PA is just one of them.
Maybe these weed stores should start doing like their interior decoration as like a back alley or something like that, and people will be more comfortable there.
Just to make people comfortable.
Yeah. Now this is something I'm familiar with. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I'd like to get under control before I get back to work is my sleep. Because
Yeah.
right now, sometimes I'm going 2.5 days without sleeping.
Well, that's
Yeah.
definitely the one thing that this whole card situation has helped me with because I had a hard time with that too. If my nerves started jumping and stuff like that, I could not sleep. I'm up all night.
Like the restless leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's a little different because of the way that the nerves were severed in my legs. It's affect my entire nervous system. So sometimes like my arm will jerk or like I'll get a twitch in my side or in my butt cheek or something weird, you know, and just, you know, it's like involuntary movement too. Like my arm will just flail for no fucking reason.
So
my legs do
I
it.
God damn it.
I
why
get
you
those in my
punching?
shoulders, and I get
Yeah.
like an involuntary gasp
Yes. Yep.
where like all of a sudden, like I get this like
Yep.
I'm surprised, you know.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I feel ya. I
yeah.
do understand that.
Look at us, Bond and Chan,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they when they cut my chest open, it was a bunch of nerves
Yep.
that, like right now, I have partial numbness,
Right.
but the nerve pain, if that makes, well, you know that.
Yeah.
feeling.
It's like a combo deal.
Yeah, it's like,
They
wait,
come
no,
together.
why is this numb but it hurts?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. My
Um,
left foot is an extreme example of that because on the skin surface, like the bottom of my foot, it's very numb, or it used to be really, really numb. It's not as bad now. But it was so numb I couldn't feel anything on the bottom of my foot, like hot, cold, nothing at all. But if you push past the skin surface and into the actual muscle tissue, it would feel like somebody was trying to cut my foot in half. And I would scream bloody murder.
See, I also get the nerve that runs up along your lung that controls the
Yes.
like contraction and of your lung while you're breathing. That was all entangled in that tumor. So they had
Fun
to cut
stuff.
that. They had to cut that nerve.
Right.
So now that's one of the things. Like after all this healing time, I have an appointment next month to see what's going on with that nerve, to see if they got everything, which they said they're 99.9% positive that they got everything. But, there is always a chance that it'll come back and blah, blah, blah.
Well, you're gonna have to be checked up on fairly frequently throughout this process.
You're
Yeah.
probably gonna have doctor's appointments every 6 months and at least.
Yeah,
the other
PET
thing
scans
is,
every 6 months.
I don't know if they've talked to you about this, but it can take up to 18 months for nerves to heal plus. Like that's that's a minute. But you remember when you had your son and he was like, oh, he's 12 months old. Oh, he's 14 months old. Oh, he's 18 months old. Like, it's that long. It's not that long, man.
Yeah, I kind of ignored him when he was that age. He wasn't much fun. He's 16 though now, and like he can like mow the lawn and shit. He's pretty cool now.
Right, sure.
Now he's more than just a tax write-off.
Yeah. But yeah, it wouldn't be that bad. But the one thing that has helped me, and I highly recommend it, is getting a hold of something that you can stand on that has some sort of vibration in it, because that helps to awaken the nerves. It can also help with fluid movement. So if you are having issues, they make these vibration plates that is highly recommended for people who've had trauma to the body or injury or anything like that. It's a vibration plate. You can look them up on Amazon. And you just stand on it, and it will actually help with circulation and will help with nerve growth and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I've been getting a lot of head shaking at me because, like, I talk. I'm aggravated because it's taking so long.
Sure.
And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I had surgery, and the surgeon and Tanya and. They're like, you need to realize it's, you're downplaying it, and it's not trying to make it sound like some big thing, but it was kind of a big fucking thing.
It is.
like I told you, man, you just need to slow down and let your body heal, and
you
like
gotta let your body
I forget
heal.
that 2 months ago I was supposed to be dead.
yeah.
Look,
like,
man. You can only expect so much from yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta let your body heal. You have to. It doesn't matter what happens. You break an ankle, you can fucking stub your toe. You gotta let your body heal. You have to give yourself time. You have to. You have to
my
give
work's
that
been
allowance.
great. I actually stopped and I was hanging out in there the other day.
Nice.
And saw everybody, and my boss was away, but I'm going to a graduation tomorrow. Surprising one of the younger guys. I've kind of like mentored him since he started, and he's the yard supervisor right now. But he's been taking a management class, and like I know the teacher from that class, and so I'm going to the graduation tomorrow to surprise
awesome.
Nick. Yeah, that's going to be a good time.
Sounds like it.
I'm excited. I like going in and just like I just want to know what's going on.
Well, sure. It's hard whenever you don't know what's happening. And so
That place has been my life like for 14 hours a day for the last 30 years.
Right. And this shit can feel like a lot of solitude. I've been sitting in it for 8.5 years now. It's tough. It's tough. It's not a fun situation to feel that
like
kind of solitude.
The guilt.
There's that part too.
Not doing anything.
Right.
On top of the healing and the random fucking blade in your chest feeling.
I don't get it in the chest. I get it in my lower extremities and practically from the waist down, depending on the day and what's going on. So you and I are different on that level, but trust me, I do totally understand. And because I've been sitting
pushed together, we'd make a complete person.
Probably. But because I've been like this for as long as I have, I get a lot of like, what do you do with yourself? What do you do with your time? I get a lot of sideways almost judgments from people sometimes. It gets a little annoying because I have a hard enough time with that with myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah, it's like I don't need you adding to like I'm already feeling guilty because I can't do the shit that I was 2 months ago. And like the shit that
yeah.
I was killing, like I was freaking excelling. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
fuck around.
I was
know?
excelling. I was doing really, really well. I was moving on up. You know what I mean? It was
Like-
good times.
Well, that's it. Like you make this not name for yourself, but like kind of like you get
Sorta,
known,
yeah.
and like you know between the projects and the this and that, and like I'm always go go go
Yep.
go 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 go,
Yep.
and now all of a sudden
Same.
I've been
Yeah.
sitting on my ass for 2 months.
And I was go too. I mean, I worked fucking construction, man. Like I didn't have time to sit down. And I was a single mom to 2 kids. I didn't have time to sit down when I was at home. I was busy, 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 busy all the time, man. Taking care of everything all the time. And then, you know, that happens and physically I can't take care of anything. And then they put me on medication that mentally makes me unable to take care of things. And it's, you know, it's a tough ride. It really is. You gotta have some serious fucking like cojones to deal with this kind of shit. It's not easy. It's definitely not. But you do. You wake up and you fucking truck along and you just keep on rolling, you know? It's good times.
Good times.
It is. Because how many people often get to check themselves to see what they can handle? You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't get that kind of check often. And then every once in a while you get that, in life you get that check, like, can you deal? And here we are dealing with shit and making things.
And this has been
And
Health
moving
Talk
on.
with Paul and Chan.
Yeah. Take care of your shit, people. Just watch those meds.
Yeah. I gotta keep remember. Like I'm awful. All of a sudden, I keep forgetting. Like
Yeah.
I have my timers set, and like I'll be doing something. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Well, I was an hour late this morning taking it, so I'll wait another hour to take this, and then I completely forget, and it's like, fuck. Now I gotta wait till like 10 o'clock tonight to take it.
Right.
Maybe that's the short-term memory. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, that's one of
side
those
effect.
fun. That's one of those fun side effects. Like every once in a while, and I thought maybe it was just me because I get forgetful sometimes, and every once in a while you hit a moment where you're like you can't remember a big word or something. You know what I mean?
Mid conversation, you're just like,
Stop. Yeah. Then
You
I
start
started
sounding like I do.
then I started to like notice that it was happening too often when I was taking the gabapentin, and it's like my brain just felt like it stopped. Like I know this. Why did this shit just fucking like it just stops?
Yeah,
Like,
you're trying to talk, and the person's just looking at you, waiting for the rest of the sentence to come out, and you're like, I don't know where it went.
That's that short-term memory. That's the gabapentin. It is.
Fuck.
Yeah, and it gets worse, and it got really bad. I was 4.5 years I was on that shit before I finally was like, I gotta fucking stop this. Something's got. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it won't be that long. Well, and they already told me like I can start thinking about going back to work, and it's like I need to get my shit regulated first. Like
Right.
the way I'm at right now, I can't work like this.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Scott said, "Hey, my favorite people. Wish I could have been able to hang with you tonight. We are almost done with this
Oh, that's
move.
right, the big move.
Movers packed everything today. Friday, I rejoined Drea in Texas, and say the stuff arrives. Saturday.
Nice.
Saturday, the stuff arrives. Gotcha, buddy. Nice.
I've never moved like from a state to another state. I've moved one town over, and then I moved back because I didn't like it.
One town over.
I was born in West Greenwich. I'll die in West Greenwich.
Well, if that's where you're happy, that's that's the important.
I like it.
I've moved all over the fucking place, in and around
everybody knows me.
Pennsylvania. Does it like if you walk into a bar? Is it like Cheers?
Norm.
Yeah. So like
No, but
Oh.
it's almost like the Kevin Bacon game.
6
I
degrees of
either went-
separation.
I either know the person, went to school with them, partied with them,
Or you're
dated their
related.
sister.
Oh, no.
No, I'm joking on the last part. Yeah, it's West Greenwich. We're a small town. We're like 6,000. We're right around 6,000 people.
Yeah, that's a small town.
We get a truck stop.
Hey Wayne.
They used to have a pool hall.
Truck stop and a pool hall.
I worked there. I worked in the kitchen when I was like 17.
Is that what they called it? The glory hole.
Yeah. Yep.
Kitchen.
I worked in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Damn you.
Sorry.
So the little town that my mom grew up near has a population, or my mom grew up, I'll say it's actually the county, it's not even a little town. The county that my mom grew up in, later in life, her family moved when she was like a young person, that I lived in with the kids has just right around 1,200 people in the entire county.
That's what I'm talking about. It's my kind of town.
Middle of nowhere type
Yeah.
shit. And
No.
I like the fact that West Greenwich put a limit. Like, if you're buying land in West Greenwich, it's a minimum of 2 acres to build a house.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yep.
All right, I have an update.
Yep.
Show us, Brian. Show us.
Okay. So
I was just
this-
gonna ask you how you're
It's
making
fine.
out there.
Yeah, my first time doing this. So this is the before,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and this is the after.
Ah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
notice that
Mhm.
I went underneath the silver in
Yes.
some spots because I was getting confused. I started on this square here, and I was like, wait a minute, there's blue on. Oh, that's right. I went past the silver that was on top of it. So
Gotcha.
those blue parts, that's probably the plastic. This thing's probably blue underneath.
Probably.
Or black. I
Or
can't
black.
tell.
It looks more black to me, but I can't tell.
Yeah.
For
But
sure.
and so like on this Burlington part, I went really heavy because I was really kind of curious. But it's funny, the Burlington, that's blue letters, and then you wipe off enough, and then there's silver underneath that. So I guess the whole thing's painted silver, and then they paint it blue.
And then
They put the blue letters on it. So I got down. If I kept going, that Burlington would eventually wipe off, as you can see by that end.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
N.
Yeah. So
So
then
what's
on
the
the-
plan now?
on the industry side, you can see I
Yeah.
didn't go as heavy.
Yeah.
But the trick is it's smooth now.
Ah.
So I don't.
Well, the other
feel-
thing you can do
Which you should do.
after you get all the paint off that you want, use some very fine grit sandpaper and just give it a nice sand and make sure it is as smooth as you want it to be.
Okay. So
Like very, very, very fine.
Yeah,
Very
like
fine.
and
600.
320 grit.
this took this many.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. That's why I said something about a bunch.
Yeah, I went and had to go get more.
It does take an awful lot of attention. And but I think you're gonna like the end product here. I think you're gonna be happy.
Are
You're gonna like the way you look. They guarantee it.
you talking to me or are you talking to Paul about his drugs?
No, I'm talking about
I'm talking.
what
Trailer.
you're doing.
Oh.
Oh, and Scott's saying it's a pain in the ass even even with them paying for the movers to move. I'm sure it is. I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Wayne's
I would
coming in
imagine.
late. Yeah.
Yeah, this pump thing is weird. So I just unscrewed it. And I'm gonna be very, very, very careful. Oh, by the way, I am using my my patented what you call it? Workstation placemats. That's right.
Yeah?
So knock off Cheerios,
Oh, look at
cardboard
Oh,
box.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's my workstation.
I like it.
Oh, and I just said I was gonna be careful, and I just spilled it everywhere.
Well,
Oh well. In my
so
keyboard
this
too.
is
So yeah.
this is that's the part that Mike and I talk about all the time.
Yeah.
Spilling your nice new bottle of fucking Nolan oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get a trash can.
Mhm.
Well, I hope Acetone's not gonna eat my keyboard up. That would suck.
It shouldn't.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be like an alcohol situation, like isopropyl.
Maybe. We're gonna cross our fingers and hope.
Mhm.
Because I honestly couldn't say. Brian or Scott said, I feel like we have a Brian from a different Earth in the multiverse because his hat isn't maroon, his shirt is, and his hat is white.
Yeah.
It's multiverse, Brian.
Multiverse. Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, it's taken off something off the keyboard keys. Look at that.
Uh-oh. Letters?
You're not gonna have any letters left.
Yeah. I like this keyboard too. Oh man, it fucking reeks.
Yeah, acetone does smell pretty strong. That's what it smells like in a nail salon, Brian.
Uh-huh.
Scott said, JD and Chan, Dre and I can't wait to hang out with you guys in about 2 weeks. You know what? We can't
Hell
either.
yeah.
We're gearing up. Cannot wait to have the beginnings of a crazy fun time with you guys kicking it off. It's going to be awesome.
Hell yeah. 2 days in a row getting tattooed, huh?
He's brave. It's a brave man.
Mhm.
Or just
I don't know. I
one
think
long
if it
day.
was, I think if it was like one side of my head we did one day and then the other side would be the next
Yeah,
day,
but
I think I'd be
you
okay.
said that. You said that.
I did.
Well, no, we did your hands, but we did them both at the same time, not 2 days in a row.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and you were like, I'm never doing that again.
Not at the same time, but I did do my head at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, the line work. Yeah, man. I'm excited. Excited to blast all the pretty colors.
Yeah, he
Make some
said, yes,
shit
sir.
glow.
Time to finish this.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Someday we'll get to finish my arm. My arm.
Man.
That's the fuck. I just realized I'm fucking gears. My arm.
My arm. Oops. Perfect. So, give me. right?
Oh, he says he will have a mech in tow for you as well,
Uh-oh.
JD. Overdue to get that to you, he said. Overdue to get
Oh.
that to you. Wow, that rhymes.
You're a poet and didn't know it. I wonder. Okay, that'll work.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Not gonna butcher that anymore. Fucking new sheet. So I got stock edges.
Think about gold columns.
Gold
Maybe too much.
columns. Do you think so?
I don't know. Well, I don't think it's going to be really realistic. Not that any of this is really realistic, but
I mean, when you put a wash on that kind of stuff, it definitely tames it down a little bit. And if you beat up the columns a little bit, it helps too.
I'm just thinking color-wise. I don't want to just tie them in with all like the granite,
Right.
all like the edging.
But you're using gold as kind of like a highlight color throughout the whole thing, right? Like that's
Throughout, but with purpose.
right. What if you are your columns stone?
Mm-hmm.
So they look like carved stones, right?
Yeah, they're like stacked stone.
Hmm.
I mean, I even thought about just leaving them the dark gray because it's right now it's just the pewter and black, and I could just go over them with just like a light, a light
Like
granite, just
yeah.
just barely just kiss the outsides,
Right.
But like,
Really nice dry brush, really nice and light. Yeah, that might work out really well. That's a nice idea.
Get up real quick. I had to check something. I will be right back.
and I was all super happy with this. Now I'm looking at it from a distance, and it's looking like fucking tiger, not tiger, but like leopard spots.
What does?
I got an 80s mafia mom fucking motif going on my walls.
Don't trust the process, man. You still got to do
cigarettes.
You still got to do a black wash on the whole thing. Don't forget.
I know.
Trust the process.
I just left them too dark in the centers. They just need a little schmutz.
Lil schmutz.
Little schmutz.
A little bit of the schmutz.
Sometimes you need a little schmutz.
Mm-hmm.
I need some schmutz.
Whoa.
Did I say that? I did.
You did.
You did.
Live on air.
I need the
The
schmutz.
whole world to hear.
I need a little schmutz in.
Tyler said Sopranos Dungeon Dio.
Well, after freaking Dust, when we were busting balls with the from what was Goodfellas, apartment 2B, fucking Rossi, she's a whore. If I ever started a Dio business, it's gonna be, it's actually 14B. I'm gonna call it 14B Creations.
Nice. There you go. Do it
So
up.
people who know. Rossi's a whore.
Do it.
Oh, you goof.
Why not? It's fun.
Yeah. Bless you.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, laser blasts. Hip.
All right, let's see if these keys work. Let's see. Man, what a mess that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get through the other side already?
No,
No,
I've
he
been
just got
cleaning
done
up
You
cleaning
cleaned
the
your
shit that I
keyboard.
spilled.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Nope, it's fucked up.
Wait.
Really?
What?
Yeah, and I push the W
Oh,
key,
no.
it just keeps on going.
No.
Oh no. Well, maybe it needs to dry out.
No, I got another keyboard somewhere. No, look, the
Smush in
Z
there.
is like totally stuck.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It melted.
Well,
Push
folks, don't spill the acetone on your
Yeah.
electronics.
Wow.
Doesn't like
That's
it.
nuts.
Not good.
All right.
I'm sorry that
Which-
happened, Brian. That
Which
sucks.
plug is this keyboard? Yeah, I gotta go find another keyboard. I got one somewhere.
Keyboards and acetone do not mix.
Yeah,
We
that
learned
was
our
fun.
lesson tonight, people.
That was
There's
fun
no
until
warrior.
it wasn't.
No, and it's half the battle.
That's what they say.
Drugs. I'll be right back.
Drugs.
Gort said, turn the keyboard upside down and blow it out with a hairdryer on cool.
No,
You're
it's not
cool.
wet. Like the keys are melted.
He spilled acetone on him, Gort. I don't know if you
Yeah.
heard that. ABS plastic does not hold up well to chemicals, Tyler says. It's just as we're learning tonight.
Yep.
Gort said, nah, I missed that. Yep. Yeah. It's not like it
Yep.
was like
I do have
water
toys on my
or
desk, but fortunately they were spared.
That's good news.
Oh,
But one of my
They
Mike
were-
Kincaid coasters might not fare too well.
Aw.
oh.
Tyler said, want me to print you a new one, Brink? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. None of this is helpful.
A 3D printed keyboard.
Yes.
Can you make it look like Optimus Prime? An Optimus Prime keyboard would be kind of fun. Wouldn't it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What
Sure.
do I know?
Make all the keys look like windshield. In the grill. This piece was straighter.
Hostess donuts.
Oh.
Honey buns. Little mini honey buns.
Whoa. I didn't know
5
they did that.
servings in a bag. I'm calling their bluff.
Is that one serving, do you think? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think so.
Okay.
Eesh.
I find
That's
it really
cool.
strange that you gabapentin cut my appetite. I was never hungry.
I've gained 30 pounds in a month.
Yeah, but buddy, that's you probably could have used 30 pounds.
Yeah, to be
Well,
honest.
I mean, I could have. I mean, I was thin, but
Yeah.
like, I run hot. You know, like I'm freaking.
I know. Metabolism.
I'm always
go.
I'm on the
Yeah.
move. That's it.
Right.
Always on the move.
You know,
I
it's
mean-
nice, like 90 degrees, and I don't fucking sweat.
And the only
I'm
thing
built
that
for the
the only thing the guy eats and drinks is fucking Monster.
I've been good. I mean, I did start drinking them again, but I'm no more than one.
No,
Not
I
every
mean,
day.
like before. That's you lived on that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Literally, like, I mean, the whole time I was at work. I mean, I put in like 14-hour days, and it was monster. And I'd have like a pack of crackers in the morning, and then I'd just like slam some peanut butter on a bulky roll, and I'd eat that around like
peanut butter
3:30.
sandwich.
Yeah, just
Peanut
peanut
butter
butter,
sandwich.
no jelly. Get that shit out of here.
Whoa.
And then, I mean, whatever Tanya made for dinner that night, but
Hold on, you guys gotta see this.
that fucking abs didn't have to do a sit up in my life. It's fucking awesome.
Look what Tyler just sent me. Is this
What do we
3D
got?
printed, Tyler? Hold on. Pick the
Make sure
screen.
make sure
Event
he
screen.
didn't
No. He's just look at this. This is cool. Look at that.
a bumblebee one.
That's pretty
shit.
fun. That's
cool.
pretty fun. Hey. If they have a what was I gonna say? If they have a
Words.
yeah, an Optimus Prime one. See, I just stopped.
Words
It still
suck.
happens. It still
I hate it,
happens.
Chan.
It's not as bad. But it
I
still
just blanked
happens.
with you.
It's ridiculous. If they have an Optimus Prime something similar, that could be cool. But it's just the fucking pausing thing drives me nuts. Like
Yeah, it's like you're holding a conversation with me.
no.
Yeah.
I used to have like a relatively quick wit. Now it's just fucking nothing. Brain dead. It's alright. It's coming back. We'll get there.
Now we're gonna construct some shit.
Construct some shit.
Yep, some shit.
We've been watching the Olympics here and there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The skateboarding stuff was pretty cool. Did you know that skateboarding is an Olympic sport now?
I did not know that.
It has
Yeah.
been.
The ping pong stuff was pretty rad too. Those
Ping pong.
guys get crazy. Table tennis. I'm sorry.
You know what I
Tennis.
saw though? I'm sorry, but the pole vaulter that didn't quite make it over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Legend. Fucking guy's a legend.
They now call him Lefty.
Poor kid.
Poor fella.
Pretty awesome stuff. I kind of like the Olympics. What's wrong with the Olympics? Some of those divers are nuts, man. Hitting that water, barely making a splash. What the fuck? It's crazy.
Crazy. It's crazy.
We were just watching some weird movie about a 12-year-old vampire ballerina girl before we came on the show. That was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes, it was.
Ooh.
All right.
Tyler said, I mean, he has bragging rights. His member is so big it cost him a medal. Yeah.
He's got his own pole.
Yeah.
We were watching the
Fuck
girls
yeah.
pole vaulting today, the ladies pole vaulting.
What did they get caught on the pole?
Mostly knees and
Same
ribs.
thing.
Boobs.
No boobs. No boobs got caught. A lot of knees. Couple of rib cages, side rib kind of situations. They were twisted a little.
I don't know how they put that much trust. Like with that freaking running with that thing, jamming it, and just like,
Dude, these
when
people
you see him
are-
snap.
Yeah, but there is so much upper body strength that these, well, lower body too, because of how they have to run. But like their upper body, some of these people, you watch them and they get the slow-mo going, and when they like get their legs up high enough, their upper body does this whole shove thing that just throws them over the fucking pole. And I'm like, what
the control
fuck was
they have?
that? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the whole motion of it when they go, yeah,
Right.
it's nuts.
It's wild to watch. It's insane. And some of these runners, we watched one race today. I think it was like the men's 400 or something. Was it the 400? I think it was a 400. This guy from the US, like fucking powerhouse the last straightaway, and it was fucking insane to watch. Sis and I were almost on our feet, like, holy fucking shit. There was twice that happened during some races, because those people just fucking at the end, like watching them push it at the end, it's nuts. It's wild. Love it. That's good stuff.
This one.
What's the matter, JD? What are you doing?
Nothing. Just
Oh.
trying to line this up.
You were like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Get that. Just build it out. Building it out.
Okay.
Also, I got a night
New
creeper
keyboard.
in.
New keyboard time.
Yes.
A brand new one.
Yeah, well, you change offices so many times at work. Sometimes just stuff comes home with you.
Well. Oh.
I like that other one though because it wasn't very click-clacky. Let's see. Yeah, this one's about the same. That's good.
Our first ShelfGravy casualty.
Yeah. I gotta find where this cable goes.
Oh, no kidding, Tyler. He said we had a girl from his town competing in the 3,000 meter steeple race.
Oh, nice.
That's one of the men's ones that we watched today. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones that had Sis and I on almost on our feet the men's steeplechase steeplechase because that was crazy. It was just ridiculous. And U.S. got silver on that one. That guy came out of nowhere.
How are we doing on total for medals?
Not bad. We're still at the top from what I understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think Australia's under us.
Well, they are on the
And-
bottom side of the world.
And then China. Oh.
Hey, Australia. Oh, was it Australia? They gave us Rhea Ripley. Isn't she Australian? The wrestler?
Ooh, what?
Rhea Ripley?
Oh, China just beat out Australia for medals. We're still at the top, then China, then Australia, then France. And then Great Britain. That's top 5. But China's creeping up on us, man. I mean, they're doing so well. Their divers are unbelievable. We're not almost 30 medals ahead of China. What? I just looked. Oh, you mean overall? Yeah, overall, you're right. You're right overall. I was looking at gold.
What?
Total medal. Yeah, I saw. I wasn't looking at total medal count. Yeah, we only have 2 more gold, but like we got 94 medals for the U.S. so far, and everything. That's a lot.
I don't have any.
I
Yeah,
don't have any either. What would you win? Do you think what would you get a
Actually,
gold medal in?
I have
Get
metal
talking.
in my yeah. Fat kid, gold medalist, fat kid. 47 all time.
Mm-hmm.
Fat kid champion.
Oh, stop.
I got the stints to prove it.
Yo, silly. Brian, I hope your new keyboard is awesome. Maybe it's exactly the same as the old one, but
Yeah, I just need it to function.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, my camera's off.
It is.
Your browser lost connection to your. Oh, it's because I was unplugging things.
Mm.
Oh, I know what I did.
I don't know what you did.
I don't know. No idea.
I don't have a fucking clue.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, you guys have just been looking at this blank screen this whole time.
We
That's
have.
fine.
Yeah, my bad. Alright. Yeah, I unplugged my. I don't know what you want to call it. It's not a docking station. Port replicator, whatever. The hose has all my things plugged into it, and my camera's plugged into one of them, so make that all screwy. Alright. The new keyboard.
So the wall I was dreading.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The big wall.
Yep, the center. A bunch of different things going on in here.
It'll be fine.
Stop and
You
do
got it. You got it.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Is that Brian making that noise?
That's me.
That's
I keep seeing all these ads for like Procreate, this and that. And it's like the latest one I saw was someone with their brush on a screen, and they like just tapped the middle of the screen and then just started making a bunch of squiggly lines, and it was like drawing a pre-drawn like snake.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
It's what, they were cheating?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuckers.
But like they're advertising it as like a Procreate brush set. It wasn't. They weren't even using Procreate.
Oh,
They were. Yeah, it was obviously some sort of Windows coloring book.
that's weird.
That's what it looked like.
Hey guys, I'll be back. I have to reboot, I think.
Oh,
No problem.
okay.
We'll be right here.
All right.
Be here with brown paint. Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Oh,
It's not the hate
That-
chestnut.
That's a good one.
Let's do 7 layers. Be awesome, he says.
It is gonna be awesome.
When I'm putting all this work into it, I'm just going to change my mind halfway through.
Oh, don't do that.
Every
Don't.
fucking time.
every
That's like
time
that's my
you have,
MO.
you have done that. Oh,
Why would you do that?
I like to torture myself. I think that's what it boils down to. I'm a fucking idiot. Although I think this thing is going to look way better with that skull fucking thing in the middle
Yeah.
than just the pillars. And I mean, I don't think I'll ever use those pillars for anything. So maybe that'll be my first sale of 14B customs. Because Rossi's a whore.
Oh boy.
He'll sell anything. There's a picture of my mother, $10. Oh, Chan, you weren't on here yet, and I don't know if JD told you. I sold all my legends,
Oh man.
all my Magic Square. Yeah, it's
yeah.
kind of a
A
win.
couple of them are coming here.
Yeah,
I had to help my brother out.
he stepped in. He's like, "You got these?" Yeah, I skimming through whatever, and I happened to see a post, and man, I mean, dude is awesome, super cool guy.
Nice.
Art, I'll call him Art R. Yeah, talked with him a bunch the last few days, but he was looking to buy a bunch of legends.
Nice.
He's looking to get into Magic Square, and I'm like, you know what? I said, your post is making me consider it. So I was like, you know what? I'll get out of Legends. And he bought almost my entire collection. I kept a few combiners, and I kept Megatron and the
Right.
Shockwave, Soundwave. But now I'm even thinking about getting rid of them. He's like, well, if you want to get rid of them, I'll buy them. I'm like, all right, awesome.
Wow.
And he's buying all my blockies too.
Oh no shit! Oh, that was a quick little phase life.
Yeah, that was a turnaround. I mean, they're cool and all, but like, I'm supposed to be like calming down.
Right.
Starting blockies isn't calming down. I mean, they're fun. And if you have like a little space, you can stack them up, put them on some shelves. I mean, fuck, people collect pops.
Yep. Yeah. I was just gonna say it's just another little cute little collectible situation.
Another collector's cancer. Sorry.
It's funny you and JD are opposite on that because he wants to get rid of his masterpiece.
Yeah, he teases me all the time. He's like, "I'll get in on all this stuff, and then you get out of it. What the hell?"
Look, I have no idea. I do not have the answer to that question. I don't know.
For me, it's just, I'd rather like friends come over and we can actually play with toys. You know what I mean? We don't have to just look at them. The magic square and the mainline stuff. That's what it does for me. I like it.
And you know what?
Huh.
That's awesome.
You're awesome.
You're awesome. I learned it from watching you.
Oh, well, maybe so. I don't know. Not the awesome part.
I'm more of a stand and stare. I'm a lurker. I'm a lurker in my own collection room.
No, I like playing with the toys. I like being able to pick them up and.
Tyler said I didn't get to play with any toys while I was at your house. You know,
why?
It's really weird because most people won't play with toys when they're here. It's like they're afraid to.
I don't. That was like that day when that last time. Well, that time I was over and you were showing me you had both Giga and Fans Toys. Dinobots, and I wasn't sure which ones I was going to go in on yet. And you're like, here, and you're just kind of like chucking them to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, oh yeah, it's like kind of like holding an infant. Like, yeah, this is cool. Here you go. I'll wait till I have my own and then throw that one around.
These are big and heavy, and yeah,
so cool. I must have them all. That's what happens to me.
We don't mind if people play with toys. We have books on. We have so many books too. Nobody even fucking touches. Like I pull a book off a shelf and people look at me like, "Oh,
a book.
What? Why'd you do that?" It's a book. There's a toy here too. Here, you can hold it.
Oh, yeah. Who got their Cobra Commanders there?
Mine hasn't gotten here yet. I probably won't get mine until next week.
Oh, they're already out. This wasn't like a pre-order thing?
No.
Oh.
No, they had them at
STCC.
At STCC, yeah.
Some bitch.
So you're actually waiting for not a pre-order, but you're waiting for Pulse to ship them.
Oh no, I'm not waiting on anything because I missed out.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler said he had his for over a week.
I got the old womp womp womp.
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame. He said the Kinect came through and grabbed me one on preview night. Gort said you have a collection of original Dick Tracy strips that might be my favorite book I look through. It's a pretty great book, Gort. Comic strip Dick Tracy. That's good old shit. And Tyler's got himself some connections, man.
Well, Tyler, you're my connection. So what happened here? Where did we fall through?
Where did we cross wires?
Where was the break? You come and hang out with us on Wednesdays, and then you ghost me.
He said it's just a coworker.
I don't have co-workers like that. No,
Most
I
of
can't
your
say that. I do.
coworkers that go to STCC.
Mine don't.
Do you like talk about toys with people you work with at all, Paul?
I talk about what I do, and they kind of goof
Oh,
because, like, I don't know. I guess who I am at work, and like the fact that like I collect toys and I make these things, and
right.
but I also like I could be building a 10-foot movie screen this weekend, or you know, being somewhere and building benches, or
Yeah.
building something out of foam and showing them pictures and then being like, what the fuck? Like,
That's fair.
so they most of the guys, they know I collect toys. But nobody else does. Like, I don't have anybody I can talk about this shit, like,
That lives near you or whatever.
Yeah, I just talk and they listen and then we go on about whatever. Kind of like when I'm home.
Doesn't Beansy live close enough to you that you guys could go fucking toy hunting together or something?
I don't know.
I don't even
Beansy's
I mean, he's
in
close
Mass,
enough
right?
as far as,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
He's in Mass.
Like,
But, I mean,
it would have to be
is
like something
close.
set up. It's not like, 20
He'd
minutes
run
to his
into
house
him.
and yeah.
Right. Gotcha. Tyler said he didn't know you were looking. There's guys in the realm that bought multiples.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure if
There
you
is.
put the word out that you were looking, if you're looking, somebody would be able to help you out there.
Someone in particular.
You never know.
These snips are mighty handy for this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Instead of sitting here trimming it off with a knife, all I have to do is snip it and it snips it straight. Perfect.
Soka snips.
What? Oh. Not that snips.
Oh. Right. Do you see the difference? Does it show up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me make you
Okay.
bigger. Hold on. There we go. Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Look at there.
Very nice.
And this one's going to be, seeing the bricks themselves are smaller. It's a little tougher to keep the highlighting the same.
Gotcha.
But this should all get tied in fairly decent when I go over it with the gray. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it'll tone it down a little bit, but
Yeah.
also remember you're gonna put a black wash over the whole thing. So
Yeah.
Hi, Brian.
Hi,
turn it
can you
on
hear
now.
me?
Yeah,
Yes,
hi
sir.
Brian.
All right. Yeah, I'm back up and running. The
Nice.
keyboard didn't like being plugged into my USB hub thingy, so I
Oh.
had
Oh.
to rearrange some cords. But
Hmm.
at least I can type again, so that's good.
No crazy continuous letter Z's rolling across
No.
anything.
But here, let me show you.
Yeah, let's I'll pull you over. Hold on. There you go.
So
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
Oh, Brian.
look at that. Like even
Oh,
took the
yeah.
silver off there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, the Z key was like totally stuck. I don't want to touch it. But yeah, it was it's gone. It's a goner.
Yeah.
She's toast.
She had a good life.
Unfortunately, this is what happens when you work on crafts
Well,
Yeah.
or projects or whatever you want to say.
let's
Now
get
I'm trying to decide if it still smells in here or if it is
if you're just
dissipated.
wasted.
You're just used to
Yeah.
it.
That's it. You just got to plug. That's the inside of your nose.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel like I've been breathing stuff that I shouldn't have. That's for sure.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Just go live a little.
But
Try mineral spirits next time.
Ugh. No.
Straight
You're
gas.
not supposed to breathe that stuff.
That's
Just so you
terrible
know.
stuff. No way.
Yet they'll give you smelling salts.
Mm-mm.
You
They're
okay, well
smell
very
that?
that's enough excitement for me today. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to bed.
Yeah, we should roll on out of here. I was just waiting for you to pop back in. It is all but 11:30.
Well,
We
I would
Graduation
like
tomorrow.
to have a moment of silence for Brian's keyboard, if we can.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Bow
you.
our heads and thank you for your service, oh kind keyboard.
Good
Thank
keyboard.
you.
There we go.
Yeah, denatured alcohol will make your lungs burn, Tyler.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not a fan of that stuff either. But let's start here with Paul. And just tell the fine folks out there what's going on and let them know where they can find you if they want to look.
Yeah, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Xbox Live, Instagram.
He's
Not
around.
really doing all much. I don't post all that much. I kind of just lurk. I'm around. And I'm here on Wednesdays. Right now, slinging nutmeg or whatever this fucking chestnut or something.
Chestnut, yeah.
Already tired of it.
All right.
But enjoying fantastic company, as always. Thank you, guys.
Thank
I look
you.
forward to my Wednesdays.
I got one side done,
Excellent.
so we'll work on the other side another time. And then I think I got some silver spray paint somewhere.
Nice.
And JD said something about grit paper. I think I have some, or I can go to. I have a Hobby Lobby near me now. I can figure out how to do that.
Just get yourself some like 320 grit. You'll be good.
Yep. So at Brinklizer on Instagram, and yeah, see you guys on Monday.
Yeah.
Monday.
And I'm Chandra Cooper. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me every Monday. Best part of my Monday, ETR. Join us.
Monday's
Good times.
Fun. Monday's fun.
Monday.
And here with you guys
Monday
every
fun.
other Wednesday, or if there's a Wednesday that pops up that we have time to jump in. I mean, that's another thing.
I like these
Yeah.
extra Wednesdays.
Thanks, Ace.
And you can find me doing all kinds of weird stuff project-wise around the house. So we'll talk about that next time. JD?
You can find me, JD Brocious, on the Facebooks. You can find me Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. If you know anybody that wants a tattoo, send them my direction.
Yeah.
Do it.
I got lots
Good
of stuff
stuff.
drawn, and nobody seems to want it tattooed. So, anyway,
They don't know what they're missing.
well, maybe. But yeah, you can find me Pigment Surgery on Instagram, Xbox Live, and of course at ShelfGravy and on this channel every Wednesday. Whether
And I
this
guess-
show or the figure banging.
And I guess with that, we'll see you next time. Good
Yeah,
night.
Bye,
yeah.
everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Later. Thank you for tuning in. See you soon.